Last night, the football team that I support, Leeds United, were promoted to the Premier League. And so I'm pretty excited at the moment because it's taken 16 years for them to get back into the top flight of English football. And it's so long ago that it happened, that the relegation happened, that when it did happen, I was actually in Madagascar as a missionary. And I still remember who I was with at the time and what I was doing and those sorts of details. And I just remember not speaking to anyone for about a day or so. I didn't kick off, I didn't cry, I didn't do anything like that. I was quiet for about a day, or maybe more. Someone might correct me on that. It was just so disappointing and so unexpected that a club of Leeds' stature and prestige, and with the history and everything else, we'd fallen down as we had done. But it had happened. It was a fact. It happened. We fell, and we're in this situation that we really didn't want to be in. It was a bad situation. Now, a lot of people thought because of the stature of the club and the history and the prestige and all those sorts of things that we'd just bounce straight back up, that this was just a blip. But it's taken 16 years. Leeds have never been back in the top flight of English football since their initial relegation. But now it's happened. And why has it happened now? It's happened now simply because of good governance, because the club has been run on the basis of sound, solid principles. Principles like stewardship. Stewardship is care. Stewardship is caretaking. And that caretaking is done effectively through individual people coming together as a collective to make the whole work by fulfilling their own individual responsibilities. So one of the things that really pushed the needle for Leeds' success was getting a board in who understood what it was that they wanted to achieve. They understood, okay, this is what we want to achieve. We want Leeds back in the Premier League, and we've got a strategy, we've got a plan to do that. They went out and they hired the best coach in world football, Marcelo Bielsa, the guy who Pep Guardiola, Mauricio Pochettino, and various others call a mentor. You know, Guardiola is seen by many as the best, certainly within the top two managers in world football, and yet he names Bielsa as one of his mentors, a key mentor of his before his time at Barcelona and his success there. Now, I think about this and I think, goodness me, it was such a bold move for Leeds to even go for Bielsa in the first place, and they got him. But when Bielsa came in, he had a strong sense of stewardship as well, a strong sense of care and caretaking over those for whom he had responsibility in achieving the result of promotion. And he didn't come in and act like a checkbook manager and say, well, you know what, guys, I'll get you promotion. I'll get this club back to the top flight, but you need to buy me this player, that player, and the other player. I want all the best players. I want you to splash the cash, and then I'll give you success. He didn't do that. The first thing that he did was he watched a hell of a lot of footage of the players at the club, and he decided who he was going to back, who he was going to work with, who he thought, okay, this guy isn't where he wants to be or where he needs to be, but I can help him to get there. I can empower him to get there, right? That's exactly what Bielsa did. He was working with a squad that the previous season, prior to him taking over, finished 14th. And he added a few players, not many players when he first came in. And then he nurtured young players who came into the team as well. So the majority of what Bielsa did at Leeds was through nurture and through care. And I have to say, I never cried at football when I was a kid. I didn't cry when Leeds got relegated. I didn't cry when England got knocked out of major tournaments when I was a boy or anything like that. But I did get a little bit emotional last night when Leeds got promoted. And I had to stop and think to myself, why is it that I'm getting emotional about this? It's just a game, it's just a sport. I'm not part of the club. I don't have any stock in it or stake in it or anything like that. My only stake in it as a stakeholder per se is as a fan. So why am I getting so emotional about this? And so I got a piece of paper and a pen and I just wrote down 3 words. Redemption is possible. Redemption is possible. That for me is so powerful, and it's so transcendent. It goes way beyond football, way beyond football. This fact that redemption is possible. So if your organization, your business, or you yourself have fallen, you've been relegated proverbially. It doesn't happen with human beings because life is much more complex and much messier than that. We don't have leagues and divisions within which we compete. But if you feel like you've fallen down a peg, or you've had a relationship that's failed, or business that's failed, redemption is possible. It is possible to get back on track. It is possible to get back to where you want to be. It is possible to find that course correction necessary to move forward to your dreams and your aspirations. And I have to say, that is my favorite part of the mentoring work that I do, is speaking with people who trust me with their hearts and with their minds to go through what their dreams and aspirations are, and then give them that hope that it is possible for them to achieve those things, to move towards those aspirations, to achieve their goals, and to give them guidance along the way also. Because I've fallen as well. I've fallen as well at different times in my life, and I've needed that redemption. I've had to correct my course, and I've needed hope from others. I've needed hope from mentors who have given me a little bit of fire from their fire to relight my own, and then given me guidance on the path in order to do so. And I am eternally grateful for those people. And at the moment, I'm really grateful that Leeds United are back in the Premier League. I'm absolutely buzzing about it, to be honest. Really excited. There was a lot of noise in our house yesterday evening. My wife was okay with it, which is good. The dog did a lot of barking as well, so he added his voice. And I'm delighted with that. And I'm very grateful for the example that people like Marcelo Bielsa set when they show us that redemption is possible. And it's possible through stewardship, having that sense of stewardship and that sense of responsibility in our lives to take care of things, to take care of ourselves, our own bodies, minds, hearts and spirits, our character, our competence, and then also our relationships and the contributions that we make as well. So if you're watching this, then I wish you all the best. Please, if there's one thing that you take from this, it's those 3 words. Redemption is possible. If you have fallen, it is possible to get back on track and to rechart your course towards your dreams and aspirations. Take care, and God bless.